It's 9 o'clock. Hi, dear friends. Hi to everything else. We are live tonight. Once again, CMP is live on the air. I know I haven't done a live show in a little while, so let me first say thank you to everyone that is watching. Let's see who we have on the channel. Looks like I have Minnesota Maker, John Mack, and a few others are on here. So thank you so much. Jake from State Farm is also on here. So thank you so much for coming on. So let's start talking. So unfortunately, Daniel could not join us. He has the link, so if he wants to jump in, he can. But today is a great episode. Why? Because it's spending my money. Let's talk a little bit about why I am doing this and not only explain, the interest in this, but do you know what Singles Day is all about? Singles Day in Japan is to celebrate everyone as a single. So what's going to happen is everything goes on sale. It's just like a random sale. Kind of like your Black Friday for China stuff. So on this nice little 11/11, we can buy printers dirt cheap. Now, here's the other flip side on the 11/11 day. 11/11 is actually a Remembrance Day here in Canada. That is to remember the fallen soldiers from World War I, World War II, and the other wars. Kind of like Veterans Day in the U.S., just we take a minute of silence at 11 o'clock to remember the ones that have passed away and the ones that have fought for us, for our freedoms that died there, and not only the ones that survived, and also the ones that survived too. And take a moment and just reflect. So, yeah. So, as you know, yeah, I did say I'm not doing this anymore. This is correct. Well, not quite. There's going to be some changes happening. I'm already teamed up right now with not I know that it's on the 11th of 11th because it's 1111 singles, but they're together. So it's considered Singles Day. Trust me, that's what I got from China looking on their website why it's that. Has to do with because they're two ones together, but they're together, but they're singles. That's the reason they came up with it. It's just another day to sell crap to us. That's basically what I threw it up as. So the ones that are supposed to represent singles, there's a lot of them. That's why. Well, no, we have Remembrance Day here. So on the 11th of the 11th, on the 11th hour is when we hold a moment of silence for those ones that have passed on. And the ones that have died for our freedoms, that type of thing. So it's a little bit different than Veterans Day in the States, but still holds a, reminder that we pause for a moment and reflect. And that's the truth. Why it's the 11th of the 11th? Well, the war actually officially World War One officially ended on the 11th of November at the 11th hour. This was decided by I forget how it came to be. But if I remember correctly, in my World War history class, we were taught that the World War ended on the 11th day of November on the 11th hour. And that was it for World War One. World War II is a whole different ball game altogether, but that's how it ended. There was no resurrection or anything else. The world's came to be that Germany was the one that did the first shot. I don't know why we said that, but yeah, that's what it was. Yeah, so, history is interesting in a lot of ways, but I'm not a history buff. So, if you ask me when did the World War II end, I would have to look that up. But from what I know, those are the dates that they gave us. So, we're getting off topic here because it's about spending my money. Yeah. I was going to fight a few others, but I figured this is more of a nice little chit chat, have some talk and, you know, go over this. But 3D printing trucker, thanks for coming on, man. Wiley, also to you. I know that your internet's not doing that. You're out in the cold and the internet doesn't work all the time, but thank you for coming on anyways. I do appreciate it. Toast to everybody out there. Feels a little weird doing this by myself once again, but hey, we try to help it. We try to help out. So why don't we go looking and go some shopping, shall we? And hey, thanks for coming on the Seed and Working and Maker Shop. Thank you so much for joining us. Thumbs up for you. And yeah, just send all your money to me and I'll spend it for you. No, man, so Maker, I want to get the products. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be available for me to buy. I'm looking at keeping this low. The reason I want to get Daniel on here because he knows a little bit more about looking at deltas and everything else. So I want to get him on to talk a little bit about that since he has worked with deltas in the past and has worked with enclosures, But unfortunately, he's not on here right now. He may come on later in the show. I don't know yet. But we're going to try to go for a couple hours. Let's have a look and see what's going on the interwebs, shall we? We'll look at some pricing, have a look what else we got here. So I am just going to do this. We'll turn display on and we're going to put me up like this. Ooh. Come on, video, work with me here. Oh no, it's working on the other one. I had it selected for my media source, which is this picture, to go smaller. There you go, throw me in the corner like a bad boy. Yep. And then I can do this. Come on. Come on. Go over. Don't know what's with this today. It's being buggy. This is supposed to be over. This is the capture. This is the video capture device. Thank you. So my picture should be overlaying this. So, but if I go like this, as you can see, it's being buggy tonight. Oh, it's picking up the wrong video capture device. Cancel. Exit. Cancel. Cancel. Jesus Christ. There we go. Stupid computer had it set for the wrong format. Ugh. So I do apologize, guys, that this video is getting a little bit overwinded, but let's get this video here so we can see everything. So as you can see here, hey, never mind. I like it. I like a good saw. Never mind. So Delta scroll saws are awesome. Listen, I used to be in high school. We used to have a wood shop. And the wood shop was awesome in that way. And why is my video flipped right around? Why is it doing this again? Guys, is the video flipped over on yours, like mirrored backwards? Let me know in the chat. MS Glow? I just want to make sure that you guys can see it right. Video is fine. Okay, good. In my screen, it looks backwards, so that's why I was asking. I don't have to put my video source right here if you don't want it there. I can move it anywhere I want to be. So, well, okay, let's make it better for since he's saying it's a little bit weird being there. So I'll just move myself. How's that? Better on the top? There we go. Okay. So let's look at some deals here. So every so often they have some great deals. You need a fan? Get it from Gearbest. This is Gearbest website right now. They have not put up their 11/11 shop. They put up the shopping guide. So let's click on the shopping guide, see what they're doing again. So get ready for the most epic production. Okay. So they're doing some major sales from November 5th to the 10th. So get your credit cards now, people. You can look at all the deals that they're going to have out. Now, on November the 11th to November the 14th is when they start when they're going to have their crazy mass down sales. But if you look, it's all set for coming soon. So we can't look at anything as of yet, which is kind of a disappointment because already AliExpress is putting out their prices. Look at that price, $185.82 for the Anycubic Delta. This I was looking at as an idea to get into Delta, only because, well, pretty good price. The Delta Anycubic Pro 3, 230 build height, 70 millimeters, so 180 by 300 millimeters. That's pretty standard. Reason I was looking at going with a Delta is I don't have a Delta. So I want to see how much faster a Delta is compared to, say, the printer. And I've been looking at the Anycubic brands, and the Anycubic brands have really kind of impressed me for what you get. So, with print speeds up to 60 millimeters per second is really nice. And go with a pulley version or linear rails. Haha. So that's another option that was kind of tempting to look at it. So if I go linear rails, that means I can actually probably move a little bit more faster than pulleys, I would think. But like I said, we don't have anybody on here that can verify that unless someone has the linear rail version. But looking at all of this that's available, it makes it a really good buy for the price that we're getting it at. Now, the question is it 185.82 or is it going to be 293.91? Well, as soon as I click getting it from China, it changes the price right there to the price now. So, also, I can't buy it from anywhere else. If I buy it from the United States, cannot deliver. Germany cannot deliver. Spain cannot deliver. Australia cannot deliver. And Russia cannot deliver. So I have to wait for it to come from China. And that's by Federal Express. And it's the only way I can get it. Federal IE. Look at the shipping on that. That is sad. No other way to ship my order. So I might have to pass on that one with shipping being that much, $100 extra. So that would bring that 189, at 185.52 that I'm saving back down to a crazy amount. It's just what it is. So Michael Castell and NJ Printing, thank you so much for coming in. But it is nice to see that these guys are at least, bringing the pricing down. So if you live in the States, this may be a good buy for you. For me, not so much because the shipping is just outrageously high from AliExpress. Now, that doesn't mean I might not find it at, say, my favorite place that I like shopping a lot at, Banggood. Banggood's been so open to my channel. It's not been funny. Me and them have been talking off and on. They understand, number one, I don't have a website or anything like that, and they said as soon as I get the website up, I can subscribe to their channel, and they're going to do a lot of things according to them. So I'm like, okay, well, should be interesting. They're having a few sales themselves, but I haven't seen anything yet come into play. Now, the only guys that are actually showing you what can be had on it is AliExpress. They're the only ones that are showing any type of printer information. Hey, if you want to make yourself a gun, They sell like these printouts that you can buy so you can lock it in and, build your own gun, so to say. So let's go spend my money, shall we? When you're looking for a printer, what type of printer are you looking for nowadays, guys? Just out of curiosity. Like, are you looking at resins? Or are you looking at, say, going with something different, going deltas? What is the printer that everyone is interested in? Hey, Brian Vine, thanks for coming in, man. Haven't seen you in a long time. Thank you so much for joining us. Listen, I still pay my bills, but I'm looking for a new printer. Let's face it, CR10 is great and everything else, but sometimes it is fun to spend others people's money. So I understand exactly what you mean. No, I've been looking at this for a little while now. So it's not like I've been saying, oh, I have lots of money, let's go spend it. It was more of, uh, you know, want to show you guys more stuff. I want to be able to do more stuff with the printers and show off the designs and everything else these printers can do. But when you got no one supplying you the printers, it's kind of hard to pay for it all by yourself. So I go after these great sale times when the printers are going to be dirt cheap. I mean, I'm almost tempted to buy an Ender 3 only because of how low it's been. It was going to be. So I was like, huh, to buy or not to buy? That is the question. So right now I'm just trying to find the 3D printers list. Let's go. Printers. Now, AliExpress has been doing some get it under 3 like all the other cool kids. See, I don't want to be cool like the other cool kids. Because brand I've never heard of it. Masked Cat. Interesting. It's a Core XY. It's not a bad looking Core XY, I must admit. Hang on. Doesn't that build plate look familiar? Where have we seen that build plate before? I wonder who makes it. Yeah, it's kind of like the guys at friends are at Timothy Hoogland's. What is it? TH3D. Yeah. And if you didn't hear, Timothy got himself a new house, and he's going to have his own area where you can bring your printers and have him work on them. So I'm kind of looking forward to checking out his new place. I have to email him and say, hey, how far are you from Goshen, Indiana? And then we'll go over to his place and check it out. Maybe we'll do a video there. Who knows? We'll see. So there's a pre-order special. The pre-order price is $464.22. Man, I wish I could afford that, but no. It's going to be put off to the side. No. This is too expensive for. I'm looking at a range of $300 would be the max amount I would want to spend, but I like to keep it down around the $200 range, over the 250 around the 250 range Canadian. SLA 3D printer, that's way too much. Anycubic photon, way too much. Whoa, this looks sketchy as hell. Guys, what do you think of this printer? This looks sketchy as hell. No brand name. Sketchy. This almost looks like what you get from the guys over at Troxy. Okay, it supports both power supplies. Sketchy 3D, if you ask me. I like that sketchy 3D. Yeah. Yeah, this is sketchy. Huh. Nice Bowden connector, though. Sketchy power supply. E3D extruder. Cheap 3D printer kit. Yeah, sketchy as heck. Yeah, I don't think I'll be touching that with a 10-foot pole. Thank you for playing our game. Here's our game. Here's our parting gift. Our copy of our game. You know, if, just by saying it, if you know who or sketchy today, order your new sketchy today. Actually, you should do it like this.
Order your sketchy today. $10.99.99. Operators are standing by in hell.
Yeah. Oh boy. And with Daniel not around, I can't pause and do certain things. So I do apologize, guys. I'm pausing every so often. But yeah. Yeah, anyway, gonna order that sketchy printer? Just out of curiosity, guys. 3D, D for devil. Now, here's the reality. Now, this has got a little sketchy from what they put on their website. They put this stupid code here, meaning it's open source. I have no idea what that means. Does anybody have any idea? Supposedly means open source. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's how I pointed that out. So it's going to be $229.91 or $380.09. Now I checked from China to Canada, it's free shipping. So right there, perfect. I'll receive it within a week. Yeah. Now that is the Ender 3 3X upgrade. Tempered glass, optional V slot, resume power failure printing DIY kit hotbed. Makes me scratch my head for a second. Aren't all the Enders with hotbeds? Do you really have to add hotbed on that? At the end? I don't know. Reality, you make me laugh all the time. Oh, hang on a second, guys. I'm going to go back. Just going to turn off the camera here for a second. Display capture off. I just need to check something here. Mm-hmm. Sorry, everybody. We may have a guest on in a few minutes. So, anyways, going back onto this, you got to admit, why are they got the hotbed listed on there? Really? Is it needed? Nah, I don't think so. But this is in the running. Guys that have the Ender 3, are you guys happy with the Ender 3? Or do you think, because I have a CR10, really don't go with another Creality? I'd like to know, guys. Leave your question, leave it in the notes as I go through this. I'm reading them, so don't worry. And I'm having fun with Brian Vines. He's been putting in some funny stuff after I talk about it. So if you guys aren't getting a hoot out of Brian Vines, tell him so in the chat. But I'm finding him funny today. So yeah, maybe I'm just short on tiredness. You know that today we did fall back an hour, so you know It feels later for everyone, but I kind of getting tired of this day flips, this flipping thing idea that, to save time. I really mean in Canada and not in, let's face it, anywhere in the States. Do you really think we need to have daylight savings time? When we fall back, we get an hour of daylight. I'm okay with it being dark at 4 p.m. But anyways, we're going through this still, so let's have a look. Then there's the Ender Pro. The Ender Pro, ugh, for what they're giving you, not worth it. I've looked at it. There are a few nice little things that they can throw in, but in reality, is the Ender 3 Pro worth the money? No, not worth the money. Now, Geetek. I don't know enough about Geetek. The only person that I know that knows more about Geetek than me is one of the guys we usually have on, which is John Capio. He does have a lot more knowledge in Geetek. And let me see if I can get him on, actually. I did see him on my list, so let me turn this off for a second. Go back to Ali. Let me see if I can get him on the channel here. Let's play off. Ah. I'm going to send him the link to the YouTube channel so he can come on YouTube and just talk about this stuff with us. So that, okay, close it. Open it again. Just so he knows we're streaming again tonight. So in case he wants to jump in and say hi to all you beautiful people. So we're going to go back into buying a 3D printer. Hope you guys don't mind this, me having to close the display, I know it's a little bit annoying, but I have to type to these people and tell them things, so I do apologize. Looking at the Geetek, I don't know if that's worth the money or not. $360. This thing can only do PLA. It works like the MakerBot. Now, mind you, the Monoprice Mini was on for $99. I don't know if you guys saw that tweet that went out for $99 for the printer. What a buy. What a buy. But I can tell you right now, it wasn't worth the money it was printed on. And I'll explain why. And it's a little bit controversial because some people are going to say, no, it was worth the money. To me, it was not worth the money. Only because shipping out to me would be $192. Yeah. I was almost tempted to say, ship it to my US address reshipping company, and they would have reshipped it to me. Out to me so I can get on the deals. But it was just too much. It just didn't work out that well. So I just let, you know what? Yeah. Let it be. So looking at other printers here. I know I can burn down my house and get an ANET A8. Or 86. So it doesn't know which one it is. And that is a little scary. ANET A8 or A6? So I guess I just roll dice and whatever I get, I get. at 139 bucks, 135 bucks. It's not a bad price, but we know the ANET problems. We know about ANET support. Do I feel comfortable with this printer? Nope. Even though I know turning on all the security would help, I'm a little leery still. Another Ender 3 at 230, 210. Thought we saw a 239. I love how there's all these Enders on the website, yet all of them are different pictures. This is being offered by the Ender official store. How many stores does Creality have? One? Okay. I thought they had made 20. TiVo. TiVo is a weird company. TiVo's had their issues. I remember watching the video with Press Reset where they talked about the TiVo Black Widow making anyone who touches that damn control box dead. Then we had our friend 3D printing professor lose his cool about talking about the TiVo tornado when they had it in their makerspace. I know he was over exaggerating, but still he made valid points. Then I know that we've had some reviews that have put the tornado in a very bad light. I myself, I'm a little hesitant. I'm only yawning because, man, I'm starting to feel tired again. I'm telling you, this whenever they do these time switches, I go through this month of insomnia. Like I don't fall asleep till about 4 or 5 o'clock at night. Well, morning. And I don't, I'm useless for the rest of the day, even if I get like me 2 hours sleep. But anyways, I'm digressing here. Boo TiVo. Okay, so we know someone doesn't like TiVo. Yeah, I don't know about TiVo. I've never touched a product from them. I'd like to get a product from them. How about if they want to send me a little monster? I'll be more than happy enough to take that off their hands. They want to send it to me. I'm more than happy enough to take it off their hands. I don't know. If you had any experience with TiVo, if you had good experience, bad experience, put the comments down below. I like to know. Overpriced. Another Ender 3. Another ANET. ANET guys out there. I know there's John Mack who's an ANET fan. I know there's maybe a few other you guys out there that are ANET fans. What has been your experience with the ANET 8? Have you had any problems with it before you got it? Did you have any problems after you had it? Was there anything that you regret from buying it or that you wish you knew before buying it? I'd like to know. Okay, so Minnesota Maker says he has a tornado that prints fantastic. That's great to hear. Bad company, shady business practice, according to 3D printing trucker. John Mack, his house is not burnt down yet. But John Mack, I have a feeling your house will burn down because of the wiring in your house, not because of the printers. We've seen your wiring jobs. This ain't pretty. With all the 3D cameras. Yeah, sorry, John Mack. I had to. It's open target. I'm sorry. FL Sun. I would love to try their printers. I hear people rave about them. I've not played with one. I've not seen one in person. I have not talked to owners about them. Like, what do you love about the FL Sun? What do you not like about the FL Sun? What should a first time buyer be aware of buying an FL Sun? I like to get some type of feedback from anybody that owns FL Sun. I've heard nothing but good things about them. I have the QQ Delta. Is the QQ Delta from FL Sun? I don't remember that model. And Trigger, if it is, let me know about that. I'm a little curious on how good is it. Like out of like 1 to 10, do you love the machine being 10, or do you hate it with a passion, which is a 1? Um, like, was there anything odd about it that you felt, it would be nice if it did this? Oh, it is a good machine. Okay, good. No, I've heard nothing but good things about FL Sun, and about an 8. Oh, that's pretty damn high on my list. Then that's almost buy worthy. Um, see, anything if it was 7 and below, then I can take it with a grain of salt. That's sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But if you're saying an 8, that's pretty high on my standards. Bed level is different. I've heard that with all deltas. Bed leveling is so different. And I believe that is a delta, the QQ, right? Okay, this printer makes me question life. Let's have a look at it. 3D printer rep wrap Peugeot i3 DIY MK8 LCD panel 3D drunketer and personala impermanent. Wow. Am I reading that right? Does that sound like drunkard? But it's pronounced duckard? Hey, trolling for dollars. Thanks for coming on. And same with Don't Let the Machines Win, aka Mike. Thanks for coming on. So yeah, it's going to be spending Ron's money. We're going to go into my pockets and we're just going to throw money at the problems. Make it rain. Wish I had some bills so I can make it rain. Yeah. But no, it's going to be going on. It's going to be purchased on the credit card and brought in for build and to watch, and you guys can talk and chit chat while I put things together. This screams danger. What's your thoughts about this, guys? We don't even know what type of board this is. This must be from the Sketchy 3D company. Boy, do I mean sketchy. Very sketchy. What's your guys' thoughts on this baby? Sketchy? Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Wait till next Sunday when the 11/11. Believe it or not, we're looking at the prices right now. There's a whole bunch of them been put up already from on AliExpress. That's why we're going for AliExpress. Below sketchy. Run away. I love that. Below sketchy. Run away. Maybe we should buy it just to see how sketchy it is. Now, if I had the money, man, I would like to get this printer just to see how sketchy it is. And that we can set it up and just watch and just see how many houses burn down in my area. No, I wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. That's a little sketchy. Does anybody remember the Aurora J8 and how it got good response? Same guys, AG Aurora. This is their 3D printer. Yeah, it's a Prusa. Oh, it's an A5. Okay. Why is the A5 on pre-order? I don't need such a big printer again. But is this new? I thought the A5 was already came out a long time ago. What I can say here is looking at this printer. Okay, that just weird to me. Idonology? Idonology. What? Has anybody ever heard idonatology? Ugh. Okay. But this thing can also do cartoons. Okay. Sorry. But I thought they already came out with this printer already. But they're saying no, it's 443. The reason I clicked on this is because it says it's that. It's pre-order special. But it's already been out. I have no idea. I have no idea, Mike. I'm really confused by the name too. Yeah. Odontology? What? It's over a year old. Exactly. Why is it on pre-order? I don't know. Weird. Oh, okay. Let's continue on. That's the only reason brought me there was that pre-order there. Good compatibility. ANA A8. What the heck? A8, A6, A2, A35, A10 high. Rat Prusa. What the? Holy crap. Okay, are you about confused as I am reading this? A8 with 10 meters of filament. An A8 with 5 kilograms, with 0.5 kilograms. An A1 with 1 kilo. A6 with 10 gram filament, with 10 meters of filament. An A6 with 0.5. A6 with a gram. Now this is a kilogram. Doesn't say what that kilogram could be. Questionable. Oh, if you want A2, you get the LCD with it and 10 meters. Ugh. Allie, please talk to your advertisers. Make sure they understand what they're selling. Because that makes absolutely no sense to me whatsoever. Ugh. Yeah, I don't need another 300 by 300. I'm not going to buy ANET junk just make you. I should buy ANET just to torture you, 3D printing trucker. You know what? My channel should all be based on buying cheap ass printers and trying to put them together and just, run over them with trucks. That would be a great channel. Would you guys watch that? Watch a guy spend hours putting together a printer, and then when it doesn't work, he throws it under the track. He throws it on the road, and then runs over a car with it 3 times. Would that be something you would watch? Let me know in the comments below. Maybe we can do that. Yeah. It would be expensive, but hey, I don't mind doing that. You guys want to pay for me to buy the printers? Hey, you can send me the money, and I'll run over it with a truck. How's that sound for a show? But anyways, the tarantula. Ugh. Why does TiVo name their things after spiders? Yeah, the tarantula and Black Widow. What are they trying to say? I really don't know. Now, there's been this company called BIQU. I've seen a lot of their printers on a lot of websites. I know nothing about the company. But apparently, they are a big 3D printer maker. $240 by $250 by 420. Compatible with Simplified 3D. So does that mean Simplified 3D comes with the printer? It's going to be $181.93. I have to have it shipped from China. And who's the cheapest? No one is cheap. So tack on another $200. So that makes it up to 3 to 4. Yeah. No, I do not have a Delta yet, Mike. That's one of the ideas I was thinking. Like, should I go with a Delta? The Delta size I think was 240. So let's see here. Let's go into their SketchUp so we can find out how tall this Delta is. Oh yeah, that's a small Delta. You're right. So 100 with 150 inside. Yeah. Now here's the kicker. In Amazon, it is more expensive for me to buy it living in Canada. Give you an idea. Looking at Deltas on Amazon, I have to go for Amazon.ca to order it. Even with the Canadian dollar being as strong as it is right now, companies that sell these in Canada make it even more expensive. It is shocking at how much money they are. But that's Amazon for you. That's a small printer. No wonder it's so low wheat price. Flying Bear Germany from Germany. Never used Flying Bear before. I would figure they'd be okay if they're from Germany. Let's see here. ANET A8. So all the printers that we just looked at, we're only on the first page. There's many, many, many more. There's the old version of the Ender 1, I think, I believe. Oh, the Ender 2, my mistake. Anybody want to buy me a Flash Forge? Just saying. I'd like to give Wanhao a try. I've heard a lot of good things about Wanhao. I just never owned Wanhao. Really? They got it for $219 on Amazon.ca. 180, 180. That is odd because last time I looked at that, they didn't have anything good on their page. Yeah, and I understand deltas have a different way of leveling, but a lot of the deltas have auto leveling, which I would love to try just to see how their auto leveling works. I know they usually go boing, 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 and then it lifts up, and then it calculates what it wants, and then it prints. But I don't know if they're quieter. I don't know anything about deltas. All I know is that deltas look cool when they print. That's about it. But any print looks cool when you watch them print, though. You gotta admit that. Have you guys ever got up and just sat there as your printer is humming away, going wee, 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 wee? Yeah, I know. Don't get a Delta without ABL. I agree with you 100% on that. What about BL Touch? I guess BL Touch is the same type of thing, right? But listening to a printer go on and you go boing, 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 and level itself out and then it just prints, it's just, you just look at it, you just go like, and you look at it and you just go, nee, nee. Vases look amazing on a Delta. You just look at the vase and you're just like, ah. But we're getting off topic here, so I'll look at Amazon.ca in a moment. Now we get some. Now Core XYs was another option to go with. But there is one Core XY I would go with. The Monty Price Maker Ultimate 3D. Look at that price. $399.99. This is their open box system. 24-volt power supply, 4mm nozzle. This is so tempting. And if anyone was here, like, say, oh, I don't know, Daniel was coming here, he would say the same thing. Go for that. Let me just see if he's okay because I haven't seen him pop in yet. So let me just go check and see if Daniel's joining us today because he said he was interested in joining. So I'll just shoot over there and have a look. Give me a moment while I look into this. I'm just saying off a message, just find out how everything's going. All right, let's go back to our schedule display program. Geetek. I've not dealt with Geetek, and I know that a couple of you may have Geetek. I know I don't have any Geeteks, but I've been looking at them strongly. I don't know they're worth it, but yeah. But no, I don't know. Geetek has always been that one company I've been leery about. Not to say anything bad about Geetek, I just never tried their printers. You got A10 in transit. Okay, cool. Mike, I'd like to know how that turns out for you. Let me know. But if you want, there is the Geetek unofficial help printer printer group. I can send you a link to the. I'll have them posted in the. I believe you're also part of our Facebook group. I'll have the Facebook group inside the Facebook group. If you get my idea, just to promote them because that's John A. DiCaprio's group. He's the one that gets all the Geetek printers. So yeah, definitely I'll treat you over there. FL Sun, another printer company. Love to play with their printers, give them a shot. This is the one I really hate, guys. Never, ever, ever, ever buy from this company. Tronxy XY. I don't know what it is about them, but anyone that I know that's bought a printer from them has had nothing but headaches. It's going on clearance. They don't even have a picture of the printers to show off. Yeah. I don't know. Same just screams, do not buy. I don't know. I don't like the design of it at all. That looks cheap. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one. Yeah, Tronic 6Y. As you guys know, I bought the X1, which came with good reviews. Everybody liked it. Press Reset liked it as a cheap printer to get you into PLA. And same with Maker's Muse. He liked the printer too. I have it behind me here. It works. It is freaking quiet as hell. I mean, you don't even hear this printer running in the background. It is that quiet. It is this thing is silent. That's why I love the printer so much. What I don't like about the printer is its shortcomings. It has a lot. One of its major shortcomings is setting up the end stops. If you know what you're doing, you can really get that printer going perfect. If you don't know what you're doing, the end stops can be a royal pain in the butt. Another problem with that printer, no heated bed. Granted, you're only printing PLA. You don't need a heated bed. But what if you want to print with something else like PETG? Can't handle PETG. What if you want to print in, I don't know, in ABS? It can't handle ABS because it can't get a hot, chamber at 100 degrees Celsius. And you could print it in an oven, but why would you want to put your printer in an oven? Yeah, that was an option that I read in one of the groups. Print in your oven. Yeah, no. In the long run, the printer is a good printer. There's nothing wrong with it. But if you want to do more exotics and you want to get more into 3D printing, it is not a printer I would recommend. That being said, I'm not saying it's a bad printer. I'm just saying it's something I would not recommend. There's the Ender 4, guys. Still $344. Youch. That's the price range that we were looking at. ANET 3D printers, they have their own Delta. Not Delta, I should say Core XY. 150 by 150 by 150. That is small. Yeah. Skip. I'm not seeing so many deals all of a sudden. Sorry, you got people that you do not like, buy them Troxies. Okay, let's have a look at this one that the FL Sun Kisco Delta. Let's have a look at that one. Wow, 219. And it's with November 7th, eh? Let's have a look here a little bit more closely to this, shall we? So it has a heated bed, 12 volt. Okay. That's okay to deal with. Double fan system on board nozzle. Okay. PLA filament assembly tools and other things. Okay. SD card. All right. Offline printing. Interesting. So we have the assembly and calibrated prints. Aluminum alloy. Supports ABS, PLA, and PLA wood metal composite and dissolvable PVA, which I know Daniel loves PVA.
It's interesting stuff.
Yeah, hang on a second. Here, I get you on my speakers. I don't get you through my head, through my phone. Give me a moment. But everybody, it's the one, the only, the impressible. Never can be repeated, but it can only be. It can't be cloned. We've already tried 10 times. Daniel.
Hello, everybody. Who's on the stream tonight? I haven't looked at the YouTube chat at all. See who's
Your favorite
watching.
friend, the trucker, is on.
All right.
We got Mike, never let the machines win.
Mhm.
Nightbot, as usual, being a pain in the butt. Going for
What's up?
dollars.
All right.
Minnesota Maker,
All right. Hey, Minnesota.
John Nutt.
All
We
right.
also had Brian Vines. I don't know if he's still on here. We were looking at some very sketchy printers. Oh, yes, some very sketchy ones.
There was a new one out recently that very high sketch factor. Yeah. I don't know if it's what you guys were looking at, but
So, are you at your makerspace again?
yep.
Oh, I didn't know you were at the makerspace.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah. Right now I'm on my phone. In case you're wondering why
ah,
the headset isn't there.
looks really good, actually.
Thanks.
We got John Mack, 3D Medic Vince, Michael Castell, and Miss Lowe. I don't know if she's still on anymore, but I have to think she dropped off. We had Wiley on, and that was about it, really.
All right. Well, hey everybody.
If everybody's still there, hey guys, thanks. Come in. Yeah, 3D Maker was really 3D Vince was really happy because he's spending my money, not his.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they pointed me out this one. I was saying that I would be interested in getting an FL Sun. Amazon actually has one on for $219.
Not bad. For what you're getting, all in all, an FL Sun is not too bad. Is that the rails or the wheel version? That's the wheel version.
Real
Okay.
version, yes.
Yeah. Personally, I think that's a little better fit for a Delta of this size and quality. A little less chatter on those. Because you can adjust the preload, but they can't handle as much force. It won't be quite as stiff. So, it won't print quite as fast, but it will be much quieter. So, there's a trade-off.
Yeah, so there's one trade-off. It's more quieter, but it's not robust.
Right.
Hmm.
As long as you treat it gently, it'll be fine. Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking
Other
this could
stuff,
be
well, it's got what, an 8-bit board. So it's not going to be a speed demon anyway.
yeah.
But all things considered, it's a pretty decent machine, really.
What I'm looking for is his build height.
Mm. You're trying to find the length of the belt rounds.
Well, what his build height is from top to bottom.
Oh.
See, it gives me in the US 70 by 40 by 40 centimeters. That doesn't help me too much.
Yeah.
Like, is that inside dimensions? Is just says product dimensions. I wonder what the build plate is.
I think it's scroll up a bit. I think it's that up top.
Oh, there it is. 180 by 300 millimeter.
Yeah, there you go.
It's
That's
not
a pretty
bad.
good size, actually.
Yeah.
If you think about it, that's what, like 7 inches.
Yeah. The fact that it says
5 foot.
PLA ABS and then PLA and then wood and metal composites. Does that mean it should be able to handle PET G?
Yep. Yeah, if it can handle ABS and PLA and then other odd stuff, that means it'll be a pretty standard extrusion system and it should be able to handle most of the standard stuff you throw at it. So I
Okay.
wouldn't be concerned about it handling PETG.
Let me
If
show
it
you
can handle
some
the
of the,
temps of ABS, it can handle the temps of PETG.
let me show you some of the more sketchier ones we found. So that was on roll one, wasn't it, guys? Yes, it was. Sketchy as sketchy gets, okay?
All right. Ooh,
No name printer.
literally no name with laser engraving, no safety features. Oh dear. Oh
Yeah.
dear. That's pretty sketch. Yeah, I found a cool one. I'm gonna hit
Board. It
on my
supports
phone,
12
so
volt and 24 volt.
yeah. I wonder which it has.
We don't know.
So my video might cut out for a second here, but
Okay, I'll go back to you.
find this crazy link. Um, it's pretty nuts. Mhm. Mhm.
Oh, looks like 3D printing truckers happy to see you. Said, "Oh, it's
Oh.
Daniel." He's telling me the QQ is bigger. Yeah, I know. Do you believe they still want $240 for a tarantula from TiVo?
um, yeah, that seems a little much for what it is, really.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I sent you link number 1, and now
Are you
link number
saying?
2 to the actual product.
Okay, I see where it is. Okay, opening up Facebook here.
Here. All right, there we go. So what happened here is someone in one of our groups found this thing on that page.
Holy
Like,
sh!
what's up with this? Like $25? That can't be real. It's not. It's a scam. They pulled off all the info off of an actual Kickstarter or Indiegogo or whatever, which is linked to in the other link that I sent you.
Interesting.
Uh,
No, we'll just go to
yeah.
the video so they can see what.
Cinematically, this thing is a piece of work, but I have to admire them for how far they took the sketchy level. I mean, every piece in here is doing double duty in ways that it should not be. It is
This is sketchy on sketch.
unique.
That is sketchy.
That is sketchy for one. So their Z-axis lead screw, they only have 2 rails that is holding the Z up. One is a lead screw, and that's expected to hold concentric. That's actually providing XY constraints.
Okay.
That's a recipe for Z wobble. It's unavoidable. It's going to have Z wobble, and you can't fix it. It's just inherent to the design. One of the other supports on the other side um, is this square rod, like in the
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, the
what
screen rod on the side there.
yeah, yeah, on the right side, that thing, like in the M3D Micro, which has backlash pretty much inherent to it. And as that slides up and down on that rod, that's expected to transfer your X motion. Now it's got some linear rails there, but man, to keep the price as low as it is, they have to be so cheap, so cheap.
Well, let me
I'm
go
not
into full
expecting
screen here
much
so
out of
people
them,
can see what it looks
and you
like.
can't adjust them for parallelism, and it's like, oh, it's not good. It's not looking good. It's clever. It's darn clever. Like the way they laid it out and managed to actually get a working XYZ motion platform out of this is very clever. I just think it's a really bad design.
Now let me get everything set up here because my screens are going cuckoo here. Sorry,
Mhm.
guys. Reset that to normal. Yeah, no, that's sketchy because I can see here that's the same printer.
Yeah. It looks cool though, doesn't it? Like with that aluminum shell and everything, it looks really neat.
It looks nice. I'll give
Yeah,
that.
it does look nice. I would have that sitting on my table, It
But
looks
how
cool.
good would the prints be?
I
That's
think
the
it's pretty good.
question you gotta ask yourself.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be worth it. I'd be too worried about backlash on the X, um, moving a
Yeah,
lot of weight around. Yeah, it'd be slow. If it works, it'll be slow. Also, another thing, this is clever, but ultimately not a good idea. Um, they have a USB-C cable providing all the power and communications to the head, which is neat because USB-C is the conductors can be rated for carrying the types of, you know, voltage and current that you need to power a hot end. So that's not a bad idea. Plus stuff like thermistors and thermistor signal lines, and then like fan power on PWM. A
yeah,
single USB-C cable could safely handle all that. But unfortunately, it's not that great idea because of the constant flexing on it. The type of USB-C cable that they use is just like a standard. It's not meant for that type of use, so it's probably gonna wear out the jack or the cable itself at the strain relief point after not too long. But it's a neat idea using an off-the-shelf component to do that. But really, they would have been much better served using just a ribbon cable or something.
exactly. Interesting factor though. Um, if I was to go Delta, ABL is definitely what I want on there, correct?
Um,
Like Deltas should be ABL already, right?
yeah, they should be. It's going to be a little tricky to make it work if it's not. But the 8-bit boards can sometimes choke if they're doing too much.
Hmm.
Um, it can be pretty heavy on the calculations for an 8-bit board.
Yeah. I just was looking
What
at
kind of
that.
sensor does that one have?
It doesn't say. It just says ABL sensor.
Hold on, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. I saw something weird. Scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. A little more, a little more, a little more. Okay, there's a weird printer model. What's that? Pixmalion T320. Yeah, what is that? I haven't seen that before. That looks a little sketchy. Or maybe not sketchy, maybe just odd. I don't know. What's up with that? So we got a
Apparently,
Y splitter, dual filament, right?
no, it's only one filament. Yeah, yeah, that's why for dual filament.
Can you scroll through some of those other pictures? That's an interesting little printer there.
320 by 320 by 320.
It's a pretty nice build volume. Weird Z setup though. Look at those rods. That's very unusual.
Yeah.
Not bad
And
though.
notice
I
the
mean,
Bowden at the bottom.
that's better than a lot of stuff out there. It's wacky, but actually it looks okay.
Would you want your Bowden to be at the bottom though?
Shouldn't be too bad as long as it's got a little bit of airflow. The board, you mean? Or
No,
oh,
your
the
Bowden.
Bowden. Sorry, you said Bowden. Yeah, I would move that up top so the tube can be shorter.
Yeah, but apparently it's built into the thing. The look
Yeah,
of it.
that's an interesting little hot end package too. You find a picture that zooms in on that.
That's what I'm zooming in right now on. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. It's about the best I can do.
Mm,
It's interesting why.
yeah, yeah. That Z axis is interesting.
Yeah. Seems like they got the smooth rods on either side, and in the center is your
Your lead screws.
lead screws.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's okay. One of my gripes about the common bed system where you've got four smooth rods and two lead screws in the middle, like on the FT5, a lot of hypercubes, stuff like that, is that technically it's really not constrained against rocking forward and backward. One of the other printers that utilizes this is the Funking FK1. Um, although they actually stuck a cable system on there that keeps it more or less stable. However, this is interesting because even though kinematically it's that same system, it shouldn't really have that problem because um, they're really close together and the hot end is centered. So even if it tips a little bit, it shouldn't really affect anything. Um, yeah, I think you could get some pretty nice printing results out of that.
Yep.
Um,
What I'm looking at also is this portable enough for me to take as a portable printer?
do you think you could break it down, like pull that top half off and lay it down and pack it flat?
I don't know. I don't know how it comes packed. Yeah,
If
there
you
it is.
could, yeah, see, look, that actually is pretty cool. You could
Yeah,
pack that in a suitcase.
true.
That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Deltas, yeah, not so easy to pack flat because they're boxy and they're big and whatever. They're tall. They're a lot taller than their print volume. So a Delta is hard to pack, but um,
They're easy to bring to
they're
convention.
easy to bring. You just set them up. They're usually pretty sturdy. It'll be fine.
Yeah,
Um, yeah,
it's a toss up, really.
yeah.
Did you hear about Monoprice knocking the mini down to $99?
What? No, I didn't hear about
You
that.
didn't hear about
I
that?
heard that they launched a new Delta, a new big Delta. That's what I
Apparently,
heard.
Monoprice was doing a $99 sale on their I think it was like on their overstock of their mini.
That's pretty cool. That's oh dang, that's a pretty good price.
Find it here. Uh,
Mm.
lowest highest.
I'll scroll until he hit the $99 range.
Yeah. Um, there's a button here. I think it said price.
There's something on the left side.
Connectors.
Anything going on in the chat?
400 to 400 millimeters. No, they're just talking about pricing right now.
Oh,
Yeah, they're just happy you're back on.
I
This
missed
is
you
the
guys.
only guy, so sorry.
I've been busy. Jump to
He's
page
busy.
like
I'm busy.
5. See what's on like page 5.
5. Okay, that's fair. Page 4.
Page 4. Let's see. My gut's saying it should be around 6 net. Wow, they have a lot of cheap stuff.
Yeah, they're coherent for cheap. 6.
Yeah, we'll get to that $99 area.
$10.
You could bump up the items per page so you can get through that faster.
Yeah.
100 items per page. Yeah, there you go. Oh, that's taking a while to load.
Oh, hang on. We may have some options here.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah, if we were looking for 3D
For
printers.
printer, maybe, or 3 for 3D.
Printer drum units.
That's not it.
Or cables.
Scroll all the way up to the top. Oh, it's not on there. Maybe they sold out of them.
Maybe. But I remember everybody was telling me like they ordered 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah, yeah. Check out, see if their new Delta is on there.
It's 189. It's a weight they were saying it was a nice sale. Nope.
Was it the i3 mini? Not really an i3.
I think it was a yeah. Actually,
I think
hey,
it's a little different model.
Knack, 3D Designs. Do you remember which mini was on sale for like $99? I can't find it anymore. I'm not sure if it's still on sale or not. I know you were kind of talking about it too. But you were saying their Delta? They have a new Delta out?
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Delta?
Not the mini Delta.
That's
What's that? The Ultimate. What's the price on that? Did I see that coming down? Oh, I still want to get one of those someday. So bad. So bad.
$649. But they're
I
open
saw that
box
for $399.
$399.
Open box? No, that's tempting. That's tempting.
If I go into the
Man,
open box,
I
dude,
could turn one of those into such a good printer. Such a good printer.
$399. There it is, right there.
Oh, that's so tempting. Gosh, man,
Let me go to
my
that.
job's paying well and everything. Like, I'm gonna have to pick myself up one of these
There you go.
things.
Look at that.
Wait. Go back a page. Did I see something? Scroll down. Monoprice MP Delta Pro. Yeah, that's it. That one. Yeah. 1,499. Yeah, this is definitely a move up market upstream. It's
Yeah.
priced more to compete with like the Rostock Max 3.2 Artemis style, like that class of printers. Um,
There
a
went
lot of metal
over.
in it.
Oh,
Pretty impressive specs.
yeah. Mike, that $399 is only for their open box on mono price, and that's in US dollars, not Canadian dollars.
Mm. Scroll on, take a look at some of these specs. It's pretty cool.
There you go. Full specs.
Yeah.
I've never used Kiss Slicer.
I've tinkered with it a little bit. It's pretty cool. It's powerful, but it is pretty different. Yeah. Maximum print area, 270 millimeters diameter
Two.
by 300 high. So it is quite a bit bigger.
Oh yeah, she's beefy.
Mhm.
525 by 525 by 940. Dang, it's a big
Yeah, it's
boy.
big. It's big. What's the
Not
board in
easy to
this?
take to Earth. That's for a fact.
Yeah. See if you can find what board's in it. I would like to see one of these at Earth. It looks like a pretty neat Delta. And look at like the hot end
Oh
system. The
wow,
effector is pretty neat. The glass is this big hexagonal block. It's
yeah.
cool. It's really cool. All mag balls and everything. It's
PDI tuning.
pretty nice.
Something I'm not familiar with doing yet.
hmm Yeah, the probe is interesting though. It's one of those things that you like fit on the hot end, and I think it's a piezo thing that you tap. But anyway, uh, the problem with those is setting your z-axis offset right. But since this has live z baby stepping, it won't be a problem.
Yeah, I guess so. Solid metal
It's got a fill
frame.
rate sensor too.
Yeah.
You know, little touch
Dang.
screen there.
Up to
Yeah, it's pretty
150
cool.
millisecond. What? Am I reading that right?
Yeah, oh, I believe him. I think it can do that. Looking at this hardware, I think that's pretty reasonable.
Now, is this what I think it might be? Is the Delta from Wanhao?
Maybe. Wenhao or FlashForge or something that probably had a hand in it.
Yeah,
Probably Wenhao.
probably. The way Wanhao's been
It's-
going lately with that D9. Oh crap! What a the
Yeah,
D6. What a piece of. Yeah. I've been talking to people that own it, and they say piece of junk.
really. I hadn't heard that yet. I hadn't heard much about it, so
Well, no, I meant from their last printer, which was, I believe, the D6 open, not the enclosed one. Oh, what is it called? Duplicator 9?
the big like CR10 killer one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody just complains about that machine. I was like,
Scroll down. I wonder if that i3
there,
mini on
that was
here.
the one. I think this is what's the mini select printer V1 open one because it was like
That's
ETA. What
I think they sold out of
they sold out of them. Yeah.
them. Yeah. Yeah.
Now that's nice.
Yeah, that mini voxel is a pretty cool looking printer.
Yep. Way out of my price range. There you
Yeah.
go. This is the one that
What's
you were
that one?
looking at.
Look, I haven't seen that yet. What's that?
This is from Wenhao.
Oh no, that's a Flash Forge finder there.
Is that a Flat Forge Finder?
Yeah, that's a dead ringer for a Flash Forge finder. Yeah, it's absolutely. That's what it is. I had a friend who got one of those 2 years ago, and it just popped up in my Facebook memories today.
Nice.
So I was just looking at that this morning. It's like exactly the same.
Okay, Minnesota
I think
maker.
Bill Steele had a hand in tweaking that.
Minnesota maker. I hope you're not teasing us with this.
What's he saying?
There it is. Fully assembled.
Yeah,
eBay exclusive,
I
$99.
forgot to say eBay exclusive. Yikes! Does that even have a heated bed? Like, how can they do that at that price?
It has a heated bed.
Dang. Uh, Pretty cool. $99. Hmm.
You're just thinking maybe I should buy. Maybe.
I am. All my printers are still out of commission except that one. So,
Let's just have some fun here. Since you're on and you kind of nipping at this one. I wonder how much they're selling this on eBay. Let's have a look.
model price 150 looks like. Do
Yeah,
you think 150 is the model name?
I think so.
Scroll down and see if it gives any more info about it so we know what to look for on eBay. Yeah, that's an interesting printer there.
Yeah, it just doesn't tell me. It just gives me that. That's the, yeah, MP fully enclosed
Fully
150.
enclosed 150 is the name, I guess. So
Okay, we're gonna
yeah,
use the
search on
3D
eBay
printer
for
part.
that.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Also, while you're at it, why don't you pull up a picture of the Flash Forge Finder?
Okay, 599.
Yeah, that's
Hmm.
there.
Yeah, no difference in pricing.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone selling it for that much?
Scalper.
There's a Flat Forge.
Yes.
There we go, Flat Forge.
Flash
Let's
Forge
look at
Dreamer.
Flat.
Those are pretty solid machines, at least the
If
construction
I
of
could
them.
afford a Flat Forge, I would be buying one today.
Mhm.
They're just way out of my price range right now.
Yeah. Simple, no frills machines. Don't really like the firmware, but yeah, is what it is. They just work. They just work. They don't
What's it
have the
called?
new
Flat
fancy
Forge what?
features that Marlin
Yeah.
has, but they just sit there and work.
Yeah. What did you say that model related to?
Finder.
Finder.
Yeah.
There's a
Big
Finder.
So take a look at that. Look at those pictures side by side, and you'll see what I mean.
No, I can see right now. You may be correct, but
See that screen up top? The plastic injection molded top piece is like a
yeah,
bed ringer.
but see, yeah, but if you can see the screen's a little bit different too.
Yeah, it looks like some new firmware on it. The side panels are different.
Yeah.
Um, Also, the flash forward finder does not have a heated bed. I am guessing that this one, the MP150, fully enclosed with the opaque side panels and the
Yep.
top piece, and that door in the front, I bet that's got some upgrades. Probably heated bed. I bet that prints ABS really well if it is heated. In a chamber like that, that'd be an ABS monster.
Yeah. But I know that this one is your baby that you wanted to buy so much. Is that where is it? Where is
Where'd it
dang
go?
machine?
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go? There
Oh,
it is.
there it is. Yeah, I've just always been a sucker for this kinematic system.
Oh,
It's just too
oh,
cool.
wrong one.
It's just too cool.
Wrong
Oh,
one. This one is the one
there
you
you go.
want.
Box. Yeah,
Yeah.
I could spare $400, and then probably another $200 in upgrades. Man, that thing would
We
be.
do know that there's an enclosure you can buy for this.
Yeah, I probably would too. Just
And just
so
print
I have
ABS all
the
day.
ease of it. Yeah. Oh, I would go hotter than ABS. Are you kidding?
ASA?
Coat inside in reflective tape, so you have radiant stuff. I'd probably put some additional heaters in there.
So you would
I'd
just go
I'd be
ASA.
doing PEI and PEEK and crazy nylons and Ultim
Question
in there.
for you. Since you know how to print ABS and I can't, you're interested in some ABS yellow?
That's a nice yellow color. Yeah,
This is
it's
from
very pretty.
IC3D. I've just never had the time to put in the new bed. I'm also putting on the new nozzle for testing reasons. You know about it.
Yep. I know what you're talking about. By the way, did you see the group message I sent you guys?
I was reading them off and on. I was just saying, you know,
Okay.
dealing with certain things. It's just when Barrett was talking, I thought he meant like I was in charge of all of it. I'm just going.
Yeah. No. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
We'll get there. Probably unveil it by Murph next
yeah.
year, right?
It wasn't
I
me trying to be angry. I was just like going, wait a minute, are you going to throw that all
are
on
we gonna
me?
do this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never printed IC3D before.
No,
Um,
I've used their filament. I like it. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, I'm not ready to print ABS as of yet. I don't have an enclosure, and I have no way to take the fumes and trap them somehow.
yeah. Well, it depends. Modern ABS blends might not be as bad as the ones of yesteryear.
I've done a couple ABS prints, and
Okay. Yeah. If
it,
if you're in enclosed space with low airflow, yeah, it'll build up in there.
I'll have a
It
little
stinks.
airflow, but also
I can't stand the smell of it.
I don't want it going upstairs because upstairs is where my mom is, and if she smells that shit,
Your printer gonna get shut down.
yeah,
We don't want that. We don't want
no.
that.
So now, uh, I was printing in Pet G, and my mom's like came downstairs, looked at my pet, looked at this thing I was printing out. She's like, "What is that?" I'm trying a new filament. She's like, "It's gorgeous. I like it."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, well, you can have the vase once
Like
it's done."
glossy, clear, translucent,
No, this
shiny,
is more
thing.
of a this is like a smoky white.
Smoky white. All
Yeah,
right.
considered HD glass
Yeah.
smoke. Gorgeous stuff. But
HD glass. What is that? Tallman or what company?
Future Foma.
Oh yeah, Form Futura.
Yeah,
HD
that stuff is
glass. That's right.
nice. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Expensive, but
I've
nice.
never bought any of their stuff, but man, I like the look of it. They have
Yeah.
nice filament.
Let's just see what eBay has on this printer, shall we?
Maker Ultimate. Really, all I would want from it is the frame.
If I saw it for $100,
Frankly,
if it's out there for
yeah,
100 bucks, I'm sorry.
because I'd put a better board in it because I'd want higher speeds. So you better
Yeah.
believe I'm putting a 32-bit, either a duet, or on the budget side, you could also put like a S base with those integrated DRV 8825 drivers. Man, the words aren't just coming as fast as normal. I've lost my touch. It's been a while since I've been on the stream. Um, that running Wireland 2.0 would also have the high step rate because of the high clock rate of the CPU. That'll have a high enough step rate to get the travel speeds that I'd be looking for.
Yeah, apparently
And
it's $401 Canadian.
pretty good. Wonder what that would be.
So if we convert that to US
Yeah,
dollars.
can you look in the US?
Oh, there it is. Now it's showing in US dollars.
Oh, it's not.
401. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good looking printer though.
You want it? $399.
Hmm.
It's open box.
I like it.
Probably nothing wrong with it.
Probably not. I mean, like usually people just don't know how to use them, or they get a little jam or a little plug or something, and they send it back. Oh, I can't use this. Oh, darn thing won't print. It's
Yeah.
perfectly fine. They just don't know how to use it.
Think about well, it says it's supposed to be jam free. Anti-jam feeder.
Supposedly, but they never really are. I mean, look at that motion system with the dual cross rods like that. Oh, so cool. I'd have the filament feeding right through the center of that, probably drop a mosquito hot end right below it, and man, you'd be cooking with gas then. That thing would be so fast. So fast. Oh, so fast.
So you're gonna buy it then?
I'll think about it. $400 and with the amount of money in my bank account now that I'm working full time, that's
Yeah,
actually pretty doable. This could be my workhorse. Just a couple mods to get that going. I mean, look at that Z axis. Thing is rock solid. Look at the size of those rods and that ball screw, and I like it. I like it.
Well, Chris Riley says peanut rearm man. Can I
What's
cut?
that?
I'm trying to read what he's saying here. He's saying Panucat rearm man.
Oh, the Panty Cat rearm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that one, that being a board that goes with the ramps is not a bad option either. I've heard some issues about uh, like customer service and stuff from Panty Cat, but if you don't have issues with that, the board seems nice.
I got something that's gonna make you happy.
We'll see. Personally, I love Duet. I would stick at Duet because I'm a Duet fanboy. But um, that aside, the Duet 2 Maestro is now in stock stateside, uh,
Nice.
which I'm pretty stoked about because I want to try one of those. That would be a better fit board for a
Astroprint.
smaller project like this. It's a little cheaper. So,
Yeah, have you heard of these guys? Astroprint.
hmm
What do you think of them?
tried it, but I'm pretty familiar with what it is. Yeah.
Okay, so it's basically it's like the Raspberry Pi. So I already got a copy of it. I'm gonna be playing around with it a little bit.
Okay.
So hopefully, if it does as good as the Pi or better, I might just go this way.
Yeah.
The fact that it has the cloud base built into it.
One other thing I would look at is 3D Printer OS. Jacob Ayer swears by it. 3D Printer OS is what he's used to manage all of his printers at the farm. You can get like usage statistics on them. It can serve one Raspberry Pi can serve up to 4 machines through all those USB ports
Yeah,
simultaneously.
I
It's
know.
just so slick.
I know. He raves about it all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah, doesn't he? Doesn't he? He's like always talking about it. But I see why. It's really cool.
Yeah, since we got Chris Riley in here, Chris Riley, please answer me. FL Sun, what's your review on this version? This is the FL Sun Course Delta 3D printer desktop. This is with the wheels. Did you have a chance to use this, and what's your thoughts on it? Because I'd like to know.
Hang on, let's look at that extruder.
Yeah, sure.
Is there a picture of a closer look on that extruder? Is that as close as we can get?
Okay, I got a
Uh,
way to get
can
close
you see
to it.
on there? Is there like a spring or anything to adjust the pinch? I can't really see from this because my phone
There
is so.
we go.
Is there a way to adjust the pinch?
It doesn't look like it. No.
Yeah, what's up? What's up with that on the upper right hand side of that extruder? What is in there? There's some
Like the
funky
gear and
detail.
knob, but it looks like there's a press that presses down on it.
Okay, well, maybe you can adjust the tension. Yeah.
Maybe.
Also, scroll down a little bit and look at the end effector. There's something really nice about this. So if you look at where the weight distribution is, it's a little crash course in some advanced delta stuff, you guys. And I've talked about this once before, but this will be another little primer. So the weight distribution. Right now, the center of mass of that whole end effector assembly is sitting slightly above the plane of the uh, the rod ends, the ball ends. There we go.
Okay.
And that's actually really nice. Some have it hanging way below, which I don't like too much. Ideally, it would be right in the plane, but second to ideal would be slightly above, and here's why. When your printer hits the end of a curve and it starts heading off in a new direction, think about where the mass of everything is. It's going to want to overshoot. Each of the carriages is going to slightly overshoot in the direction it was going, which is going to lead to your end effector slightly overshooting in that direction as well.
Makes sense.
Now, if you have your mass hanging below, it's also going to tip and further overshoot because the nozzle is going to, with the mechanical advantage of that, it's going to tip and increase that overshoot amount. Now,
Yep.
if your center of mass is slightly above the plane of the end effector, what's going to happen is as you hit that corner, your center of mass is going to want to continue. And that's actually going to tip your nozzle slightly back into the corner and is going to have a net effect of slightly, just slightly lessening the overshoot that you see when you hit a corner hard. So this arrangement here is actually pretty nice for cornering. Yeah.
No, it
One
makes
thing,
sense. I mean,
this doesn't show. You're going to want to pinch and preload all these joints and keep them well lubricated because there's always going to be a little play. These ball ends are a little bit of a loose fit. So what you're going to need to do is get like See Me CNC does, where they have these little plastic things that like hold the ball ends together, or get some rubber bands or something to clamp them so that the cup faces seat firmly. That takes a lot of the wiggle and the slop out of the end effector. You can get print quality that's far above what it should be for the price, all
Yeah.
things considered. If you run it decently slow, keeping in mind the machine's limitations, and you preload everything.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I was looking at the reason I ask about deltas and the reason I'm going into deltas really much so, Chris, is because I've heard FL Sun is good on deltas, but the other thing is I don't have a delta here to play with to know what a delta can do. That's why I was thinking maybe this might be a good fit at a low price range. I'm looking at,
Maybe a lot of people like them.
$250, $300. Yeah.
I've seen some really good prints come off of these things with minimal or no mods, even, which is surprising to me. It's a cheap kit. It's got plastic corners. It's not the stiffest thing in the world, but there have been some pretty impressive prints coming off these. Couple mods I would encourage you to do. One, get preload on all those joints and lubricate them.
Yep.
Two, if the corners, you see that right there, is like injection molded. If that ends up being a problem, yeah, that. One thing you could do instead of replacing them would be to get a piece of sheet material and put them on the back two sides. So that would be like plywood or acrylic or something, just like with a bunch of bolt holes, and you just bolt it on the back two sides, and that'll keep the whole frame from twisting as much.
Okay.
That really cuts down on deflection and will stiffen the whole frame up a lot. If that ends up being a problem, I don't know if it will be. Depends. Your mileage may vary.
Yeah. There's a better look at the extruder for you.
There we go. Okay, yeah. So that wing nut there, that would be what you adjust your pinch with. It looks like you can.
Yeah, it looks like AB7, so that's good. That's a good bearing at least.
Yeah. Yeah, nice big bearing. Should
So
be pretty
that would,
smooth.
yeah, that would be super smooth actually.
Yeah, odd extruder. Um, one thing here I don't like is that the filament path is not very fully guided. You know what I mean? There's a big
Yeah.
gap between like where the gear ends, and they fit around the bearing nicely, which is great, but they forgot to fit around the drive gear. Don't. Yeah.
Not everyone's perfect.
Yep.
But then again, who knows?
It's probably part of the injection molding process. They're trying to do that so that the motor cutout that goes around the circular like central hub of
Yeah.
the stepper motor. That's why they did that.
You could probably build a better. You could probably print out a better one, anyways.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I think my extruder is just about ready. I should publish that on Thingiverse. It's a Bowden extruder that just it's it's great. Solves
Oh,
a lot of
okay.
problems. Um, really nice, fully printable. Uses a was it PC4M10
There's a
uh,
better look at the
pass through Bowden connector.
where it connects. See, I don't think they're ball joints though.
Yeah, what is that?
I think there
Is
are
that a captive ball joint or is it something else?
something else. Let me go open this up. See if I can open this up in a new tab. Right click. There we go. I think they're arms. I think they're just on arms that go up and down. I don't think they have the range to go to like a ball joint would have a full range. I think they have that same type of idea, but I think
No,
with
yeah,
wheels,
it's
how fast they go
just a
down. No,
captive ball joint, like a
yeah,
rod end arm, yeah, like a Traxxas arm, basically. Yeah, that's what they are.
yeah,
Yeah,
not the ball
so
joints
same
that you're
thing.
hoping for.
Yeah, not a full ball joint where it's like held from one side and then it's a cup that sits on the other, not like a ball and cup, but
Yeah,
like a captive ball that has passed through on two sides for a bolt to go through. Yeah.
yeah. Another printer we were looking at. Let me pull this up. Was this one? This is Genki. This is gets janky as Jinky gets.
Oh, that is pretty
I'm
janky.
reading that in English, okay?
Yeah, it's oh, you got like three languages in there. You got English, German, and Spanish. How about that? Impresora imprimante. Um, and 3D drucker.
Yeah,
$143 though. That is so cheap. How is that even possible?
look at the board. Look at
That's
the board. It
the
looks
price of the materials. A little lower than the price of the materials.
yeah.
Like if you add it up, that's like the minimum price that you can build a printer for.
Hmm.
How?
I don't
I
know,
don't get it.
but if you look at Genki, this board is alone sketchy at best.
Yeah, that is looking a little sketchy. Hey,
And
hang
they
on, go back to that picture there.
the board
No, the yeah, that is that wood. That motor's sitting on.
wood.
Oh, that's not gonna last long. Oh, honey, not with tension on that like that. That thing's not gonna last too.
This thing is so Genki. Like I mean, look even at the power supply. Okay,
Is that a fanless power supply?
it is.
Oh, that might be a little under spec.
But look at the coloring in the center.
Yeah, yeah. Is that the windings on the transformer there? I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see through. Very
Oh,
interesting.
Bill, right there.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having one of those power supplies myself. I've got a printer I could use that on. Instead, I've got to make do with two 12-volt power supplies. Um,
Well, you need a
yeah.
24-volt power supply.
No, that would be a bad idea. But one to run the heated bed and one to run the rest.
Ah, okay.
Yep. Yeah, they were line lump, you know, things for old printers, Polar 3D, actually. So I chopped them open and got the center stuff out so I could ventilate them, but I didn't realize that the internal heat sinks are live with wall voltage. Shocked the heck out of
Yeah.
me when I was anyway. You
You
learn
really
and
want to kill yourself, don't you?
I'm trying not to. Trying my best not to.
But one printer that's been really bugging me is where is it? Look how low the Creality is going to be at
Wow,
230 Canadian.
that's the 11/11 sale.
Yep.
That is cheap.
Yeah.
Holy cow! I would save up your pennies. Uh, get this one in a little bit. It's
Get
gonna be
the under
nice. But
three.
well, if you really want a Delta though, that FL Sun will be nice.
Yeah. Well, may I'll wait until I got another job and then I'll buy the Delta.
I don't know. It's up to you.
What I would like to
That's
get is
cool.
the little monster. just because how many people have problems with that damn thing, I'd like to have it and fix it.
Yep.
And the way I would fix
It's
it,
not
its own
half
board.
bad, except for just a couple little crippling issues that you can take care of without too much trouble. But it's so close to excellent execution.
Really.
Little Monster has just a few issues that are just dang it.
Well, if you talk to Country, he'll tell you about all the problems he had with that printer.
Mhm.
And they didn't stop from there. They just grew into more problems and more problems and then more problems
So-
on top of more problems. To the point where he was about ready to take that machine and toss it out the window and roll over it with his trunk.
oh boy, that
Yeah.
spontaneous disassembly.
Yeah, he was not too happy with the bloody thing.
Oh boy.
But yeah, no, I'm just looking around and seeing what deals are available because, very unique design. Can't wait for Daniel's opinion on design, but not till I'm done. I know, so cryptic. Trust me, we understand Mac 3D. We got some cryptic stuff going on in our channel, in our group of friends.
Was
So
that comment? Can you read that again?
It says he's designing and building an X printer. It's very unique design. Can't wait to get Daniel's opinion on the design, but not till I'm done. I know, so cryptic.
Hit me up. I would love to take a look at it. Maybe I can make sure you're heading in a good direction, and you don't end up wasting any time. Sometimes it's easy to have a blind spot in your own design.
And not
Um,
realize it.
I know all about that. I've had some CADing sessions on like that Core XYT I've been working on. I'll spend 5 hours on a part.
Yeah.
And then go, bleep, I forgot about that. And then, it's completely worthless 5 hours. Just
By the way, I recovered the video for you. I am going to chop it so it shows the beginning of your printing in the group, and I'll send it off directly to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I know you're so happy about its first print.
Mm-hmm.
It turned out really well,
That was
actually. I was really
awesome.
surprised at the speed you were getting off of that.
Yeah,
But
it's
then
even better
it's
now.
you, so.
I pushed a little farther now.
Oh, really? What have you done with that now?
Mm. I'm just basically dialing in linear advance, accelerations, and junction deviation.
Interesting.
So it's smooth. It's very smooth. The cantilever is luckily not really causing problems.
Okay.
I was worried about, if the extruder is at the end of it versus like at the base as it's moving around, how much effect that would have on everything, but it's not bad.
Okay, I got in the live chat. Nat just posted again. He said, funny part, I'm doing it all in 3D Builder. I don't know any other CAD programs yet.
Oh, oh boy. Godspeed. The
Let me
odds ever be in your favor. That's going to be difficult, but I salute you. Good luck, man.
let me guess, you'd rather throw it into Inventor, right?
I would do it in Inventor. It's
Yeah.
very powerful. You can simulate the whole thing ahead of time in there, but at least it's better than like SketchUp or some other stuff. But
Yeah. Well, Fusion 360, I know that you can easily import that into Inventor.
yep, that's right. Yeah, they have a lot of crosstalk, which is nice.
Yeah, that reminds me. I gotta send something. I have been playing around a little bit with Inventor. They were giving me a free trial of the Inventor to try out. I got lost in that program in less than a minute.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, "Hey, if you like Fusion 360, try Inventor."
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll look into it. Played around it. Like, oh well, yeah, I'm totally lost now. Thanks, Inventor.
It's big, it's powerful, and it's a lot to take in.
Yeah,
But it's world-class software.
of course it is. I mean, there's now an Inventor toolbox. I know that they're talking about making for Fusion 360, where you can actually pull in some of the tools that Inventor gives you to try in Fusion 360 to see if it'll work with whatever you're trying to build.
Interesting. So, like using the same user interface as Inventor.
I believe what it is that you build it in Fusion 360 and then you can throw it in Inventor to try it to see if it will work.
Mm.
And then you can pull it back out of Inventor to Fusion 360 or vice versa, pass it over to Inventor if you're if you got an Inventor license, then you can work totally on it in Inventor.
That's cool. Yeah, Inventor is better for offline. Fusion 360 is cloud connected. But that's interesting because Fusion 360 is actually taking, this is odd, but has a little bit of an edge right now over Inventor in terms of simulation. Um, Inventor can do a couple things that Fusion 360 doesn't, or sorry, up until recently has been able to do a bunch of things that Fusion 360 doesn't, but Fusion 360 has been gaining features steadily. And interestingly, now it has stuff like thermal simulations, which Autodesk Inventor recently cut that out and moved it to its own like super powerful thermal simulation. So it's actually technically not even part of Autodesk Inventor anymore. And now Fusion 360 has
Do
it,
they
which
throw it
Inventor doesn't
into?
have. So
Wait a
it's
minute. So
like crazy.
heating is not allowed. Is not no longer done in it.
Yeah,
Thermodynamics.
it's a separate Autodesk product that does thermal simulations instead of Inventor.
So are they putting into like SolidWorks or anything else like that, or?
SolidWorks by Dassault Systems.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. No, SolidWorks is someone else.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah, they're a different company.
Sorry, I
Um,
thought Autodesk was had that. My mistake.
yeah, no, it's I forget what it's called. It's some other like fully simulation program, but like the FEA or finite element analysis, like stress test and deflection testing, that's been part of Inventor for a long time. It's very powerful, and Fusion 360 is getting there.
Hmm. I wonder if Fusion 360 is going to become their new child.
I kind of think so. I think that's
That could answer why a lot of
what
stuff is.
they're doing. Yeah. I wonder what that strategy is going to be long term because they revamped their pricing plan on Fusion 360, remember?
Yeah,
Um,
it's
and
still free for
prices
all, but
increased in some brackets, but I think Fusion 360 is kind of going to be the new Inventor, but I don't really know. I don't have any word from Autodesk on what that's going to be. I'm
yeah.
just an Autodesk fanboy. I've been using Inventor for I don't know how many years, since like my
Well,
second year of high school.
I'm going to throw it out to you guys on the audience. If you think I should go with the Ender 3, let me know in the comments below. You can also let me know if you think we should go with a Delta. Just have a look at those two. Let me know because on the 11th, some printer is going to be coming to this place, and then we'll build it. And I won't tell you guys which one it is that wins, but lean towards one or the other. I think it would be a good idea to have a live build on here because I haven't done that yet. One of the many things I haven't done on this
All the cool
channel.
kids have that. You got to do one.
I know I gotta be cool. I got see the Ender fits a really good price range and it's portable.
It is. Yeah. It's
And
cheap and it's got really
it
quite
does a
decent
really good job.
quality considering what it is. It does the
Yeah,
job.
it does really good. I've seen models and I'm just like, you swear that wasn't 3D printed, but it was 3D printed.
Yeah.
And this would make a good ABS machine, I think, too, if I have an enclosure set up for it.
Probably. So the electronics board can be taken outside, which is plus.
Yep.
You can decouple that without too much work and have it sitting outside of the machine. It wouldn't be terribly difficult. To get the board out there, which is just better for it. Have it out in the ambient air. Um, Other stuff. Yeah, it has V wheels and it doesn't have that big of a stance for the bed, which isn't the greatest, but it's not that big of a bed. It can handle the forces. It's all right. It's all right, really. It's a pretty decent budget setup.
Yeah.
Uh, it's all right, really, which is kind of refreshing to see a printer that has all the parts operating at kind of the same level.
Yeah.
Um, they're all budget,
This one,
but
the magnetic.
there isn't money that's sunk into any parts that are like really good, or there aren't any parts that are just like super duper crap cheap that are limiting the design. It's all about the same level of mediocre. And when you do that and you have the accelerations and everything tuned properly, it can make some really nice results.
$300 for shipping if I go with the magnet bed.
Mm.
Don't know if I want magnet bed, if I just want to go with the regular basic and get two
Probably stick glass on it, right?
weird colors. There's the one with the glass. That's 324.
Oof.
If I want the random colors, 235, 335, 285. There's the one I would probably go with.
Yeah. Oh, spare nozzles too. Nice.
Ooh, what size?
Don't know. What does it say?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. 0.5, 0.6, and 0.3.
Cool.
Yeah. So I can experiment with some nozzles. I would just want the basic machine though, you know?
Yeah, you can supply the goodies yourself, right?
Yeah. See, it's showing me at that, but I want it down to the lowest denominator that they had it there for.
Yeah.
There it is. Just for the machine alone with nothing else is 272. I might pay a little bit more and just go get the glass. I don't know. Just want the lowest price possible, but one of the things. Hey, Mad Mike, thanks for coming on in. But yeah, no, guys, remember we also have Banggood. They haven't put out anything yet. I want you to see what
But they
Banggood
will.
doing. Yeah, they got like a lot of options coming up soon. So I want you to see what they're going to bring out on their 1111. If you click on there, they're just talking about couple of things, but they have nothing like, you know, their pricing is not that really competitive. But maybe on the
Look at those
11th,
lead screws. Look at those lead screws there.
oh, there
Curious
you
what
go. T8s.
T8. That's all they say. Is it single start, two start, three start, four start? You have any idea what it is?
The anti-lash nut.
That's nice. Those are big, big nuts. See that?
Uh,
They're wide.
yeah. They're not saying what type they are.
They're probably TR8 by 8.
Yeah, probably 8.
Oh. Yeah, they're four start. Yeah, 8 millimeter lead. I think that's what it is. The threads look pretty steep. Oh well. I'm just always on the lookout for a cheap source of TR8 by 2.
Yeah. Well, you can probably find them.
Yeah. Hey, look at those idlers there.
Which one were you? These idlers?
Downright, downright. Right, not those ones.
Okay. We go back.
Right side.
These
There.
ones?
Yeah. Oh, pretty cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, look good.
Yeah, I like those little smaller diameter ones, although those can be trickier to design around. Depends.
yeah, but if you need idlers,
Yeah.
can't go wrong right now. They got some parts on cheap, man.
I'm gonna have to take another look here. I've got some other stuff. Oh, hey! I've seen that advertisement at the bottom. The Killant Orbit.
The Proton?
No, it's a new-ish, newer resin 3D printer. A lot like the Photon.
This one.
There's a
Yeah,
Facebook group for it. Yeah, 369.99. They're not kidding. It's
there you
cheap
go.
and it's cool.
492. Now, you gotta remember that's Canadian prices. So for you guys, it'll be like $1.99, you know?
It's 492 in Canadian pesos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh well. No, yeah, it's basically like the Photon but cheaper, and I've actually seen some pretty nice prints come off this in the Facebook group. So
I'm a little worried to go resin just yet.
yeah, don't do that until you're ready to make the plunge, because you got to get a whole bunch of other stuff. You might think, oh, I can spare $492, but it's not 492. It's 492 plus. You're gonna have wash tanks. You're gonna have IPA, just to rinse everything with.
Yep.
You're gonna have additional UV lights for
acetone you
curing
want
the
rinse it
parts. Yeah, you can do some acetone too. It's a whole bunch of other stuff, and you're gonna need to set aside a station for it, and you're gonna need probably gloves. You're gonna want gloves, and it's
You're gonna want it in
stinky,
a
and it's
room where you can vent it out properly.
yep. It will stink your place up if you don't have a lot of airflow. It will be unpleasant.
Yeah, if you have pets, you can't have one.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you have pets, it's recommended not to buy it. I was reading a few places saying, yeah, they found their animals were dead when they got home in the room because that's where the printer was.
Really?
Yeah.
Just from resin fumes?
Yeah.
like canaries, I could imagine there are some birds that are very, very susceptible to fumes, like the proverbial canary in the coal mine. It's legit, they really do
Mhm.
um, have a high sensitivity to airborne chemicals. So
Yeah. Just before we leave, one more time. There you go, Daniel.
I want one of those so bad. I
Well,
would turn that thing into a beast of a printer. Oh, that'd be so
well,
cool.
again, thank you all for coming on. Just to let you know, there might be one more episode we may be doing with Daniel, and then it'll be done for the rest of the year until January if we can come back. Uh,
Hmm.
Daniel's a busy person, so I understand his time is limited.
Hmm.
So I apologize to all you guys because I know how much you loved having Daniel talk with you guys because I know how much you love him.
Yeah. Everybody, message me if you've got printer ideas or you want input on everything. I'm happy to offer design advice. Also, uh, like I said to you in message, the the deadline is probably, or not deadline, expected finish date for the project is probably by the end of the year. So when we pick things back up, starting in 2019,
Might
we
have
might
some
have some cool stuff to show you guys. Yeah.
exactly. So from all of us here at here, I plan on doing one more thing with Daniel, and that's going to be mostly we're going to be looking at something in the works. Uh, like I said, CMP CMP presents is actually in the works. I already got one person scheduled. We're going to do a test run with someone else. So that means you guys are going to get a full test run before I even release it as a podcast. So you guys are going to get the first episode with me. And it might be with me and Daniel talking to this one person, which I can't explain yet, but Daniel will know a little bit more when I finish.
Okay.
But guys, thank you so much for watching. And with that, have a great day, guys. And we'll see you when we come back.
Happy printing, everybody.